a little nonplussed, maybe a little amused at your presumption, and says, "Am I to assume that the Bane cultists are not going to be delivering me my property?"
That seems like a safe assumption.
I say, the stone is yours. Well, our Half-Orc guards it. Are you a cultist yourself? Your rightful property?
If you have the Stone of Galore, you will give it to me now, and I will let all of you leave with your worthless lives.
The orc has it. Gent.
Why are you...
I glare at you so hard.
I'm on the other side of the stairs, by the pillar.
Just burning through that pillar.
You
have until you have until the count of 10 to give me my property. Gernfeld, what are you doing?
Does he look like he's a cultist, or do I see anything?
He looks like he's about to. He looks like he's about to light somebody up if he doesn't get what he wants right now. And you are within line of sight.
Okay, but it don't.
I grabbed the wrong color. Like he is definitely a cut above the mooks you just rolled upstairs.
Does he have some arcane signs on him, or some cultisty weird stuff, or something like that?
He has very ornate robes and a staff. You tell me.
Are the robes the same color as the robes of the guys have?
No, they are not.
The elites are also different colored robes. Going to say, I don't negotiate with cultists, and then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at him.
Counterspell.
Okay, then I'm going to close the door, and no, there's not a door, right?
There's no door.
Okay. We have a problem here, I say, and then I'll run 10, 15, 25 feet.
Okay. Gent, what do?
Well, I really don't want to, but Gent does. I'm swinging over the banister. Where does that put me?
That puts you basically right here, right in front of him.
Cool. Yeah, I got your property, and I'm stabbing him with the glaive.
Roll to hit.
That's a 19.
That hits.
For 11 damage.
Okay. He looks very nonplussed by your attack.
Can't counterspell that. Alright, that's my turn. Have fun, everybody.
Why did we... Alton screams, why did we let him have the stone?
I'll start rolling up a...
Hold
let's
on.
go with like an Aarakocra.
5, 10. Jump over the banister as well.
Okay.
And then, so where I'm here,
Okay.
and I'm going to get the Stone of Galore from Gent.
Yeah, sure.
I have to let you have it.
And
You
then
can have it, that's fine.
I'm going to spend 15 feet of movement to get to the top of the stairs.
Okay.
And that's all of my movement. And then I'm going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And get the hell out of here.
Gent is disappointed in you all.
Like, I was going to do something else to help us get away, but Get ruined that. So...
He's got, it's not even breastplate or anything. It's just a robe. They're very
Pantaloons.
pokeable.
Pants. So I can see him from 5, 10, fit from here, yes?
From the top of the stairs, yes.
Alright, cast Fairy Fire on him.
Okay.
That's going to be a dexterity saving throw. DC is 13.
Oh. I'll pass.
All right. Good luck, kid. And then use the remainder of my movement to run towards the door.
Now we're going to play hot potato with the stone again while we run away from an angry wizard.
Yeah, that seems like that's gonna be what happens here.
This man looks at you with almost contempt, and he seems to be mulling over whether it's not just murdering you outright would be even worth his time at this point.
I dealt 11 damage to him. I'm fine.
Make a wisdom saving throw. I believe it's a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. I fail. Let's roll the die. Oh, I might actually pass. What is my wisdom bonus? Wisdom save 20.
Bonus.
Okay, what are your current surface thoughts?
Currently, I'm thinking I'm gonna poke this guy until he stops moving.
Okay, so that's all he gets before you push him out of your mind as he's trying to probe your thoughts.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that.
I'm gonna poke this guy. Stabby, stabby, stabby.
Yeah, but you feel his presence in your mind for a brief moment. He frowns and then looks back up the stairs to where your friend ran off with the stone. It says, "Bring me that stone."
I wasn't planning on it.
But you jumped right down here in front of me, all the same. Gernfeld, what are you doing?
So I'm guessing I don't hear any of this.
No, you hear none of that.
So I'm going to run the door, and do I see any guards or watchmen or anything, or how isolated is this tower? I sort of missed that.
I'm sorry, say again.
How isolated is this tower? Do I see any guards or watchmen? Or...
It's a pretty sparsely part of the built up part of the city. It's not their buildings aren't like the alley where you guys live. It's a little more spread out here.
I'm going to call out to Arton. Should you go back for the orc? The Half-Orc.
Is that it?
Robed guy looked a bit nasty to me. Well, I asked Arton that. Does he answer or say anything? Or
Trouble?
going to stand there?
Did we lose Trouble?
No, I'm here. I did. Sorry, I thought we were on Gernfeld's turn.
And
he was talking to you.
I just asked you. Should you go back for the Half-Orc?
He can get himself out.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to run 15 feet more.
I've still got my temporary hit points. It's fine.
Hey, he left me to die once already. It's only fair that I get to stay for him.
Maybe a paladin would be fun.
Gent, what are you doing?
I'm annoyed at all my buddies, so I'm going to prove that this guy's not a threat by grappling him and dragging him upstairs. That's 8.
Keeping in my tradition, I rolled a 7.
Cool. I've got him grappled, and I'm going to start dragging him upstairs. It's fine, guys. I got him.
All right, have difficult terrain gets you to the top of the stairs.
Right about there. Yeah. I was like, guys, it's fine. I got him.
How
That's
loudly
my
do
turn.
you yell this? Like, how loudly do you say this? Do you say it in a speaking
Oh, I'm
voice?
shouting this. This is loud.
All right. Can I see Gent and the guy there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alton is going to scream at him to at Gent to disengage.
It's not a
And
problem.
and I'm going to cast Entangle. And I'm going to cast it, let's see, centered kind of on here, on this wall, so it's only so it's not catching Gent.
You're going to catch Gent because.
Okay,
they're
well,
rapidly
fine,
gonna-
whatever. That's fine. I think Gent is Gent has made his own bed. He's going to lie in it now.
This is true.
Yes.
Boom, Gent. I need you to make a, as well as the wizard. You guys need a Strength 13 check.
Hopefully I can pass that if I don't roll another 2.
So I roll saves at advantage for certain situations, and I rolled a 3.
Okay, well, Wizard Man is restrained.
I got a
Okay.
19.
Gent is not.
Thanks.
And this square, these are all difficult terrain now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uh,
You have not.
he can
discouraged
he can
from
use his action to make the strength check again.
Okay.
All right. And again, Alton's like disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Pantaloons. What do?
So when you're restrained, how does that affect your dexterity saving throws?
I think you instantly fail, but let me double check.
I think that's how it goes. You have just given Gent the
Disadvantage.
green light to go ham.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Its zero becomes its speed becomes 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on
All right.
saving
Dex.
throws.
I'm gonna use my last fairy fire then.
Okay. Cancels out my advantage. I rolled an 11.
All right, so he's lit up.
Sweet.
Is Gent lit up too?
Get, you got this. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he can make the dex save if he wants.
You want to, right?
Yeah, any creature in the area is lit up, so Gen's got to
Yeah.
pass the dex save.
That's a 17.
All right, so you're fine. And so there's like a center pillar that the stairs kind of go up and around.
Yeah.
And if I do something like this, I've broken line of sight with Wizard Man, yeah?
Yeah.
Then that's what I'm going to do. As I'm... You know what? Bonus action. Let's give Gent some bardic inspiration.
Alright.
Fight.
Is that still a d6?
It's a d6, yes.
Okay.
All right, get solo the crazy wizard man.
You got it. It's currently Crazy Wizard Man's turn, though. Grappled and somehow restrained by something that's not restraining me.
Let's see.
He has to use an action to break out of either one of those.
That's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast a spell.
All has that just the worst luck imaginable this whole session? Like, seriously.
Does it have somatic components? Can he cast it or restrain? I don't think restraining completely cancels out somatic
No,
components.
it doesn't.
Get takes a 9th level fireball to the face.
Yeah. It's fine. If I pass the save and he rolls entirely ones, I might live.
How many d6 is a 9th level fireball?
Enough.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
You got it. That's a 4.
Gent is a newt. You have been affected by the polymorph spell.
Yes. Gent is now afraid. How much speed do I have?
Let's go ahead and pull up a stat block for something crappy that I can turn you into.
You said you turned into newt.
Yeah,
You're sure you don't want to make me like a draft horse?
not really. No.
Horse.
Let's see here.
I'm into full orc.
Suffice to say, you are out of this combat.
Yeah, nobody even saw that happen.
That's true.
What did it sound like?
He mumbled some words and then, whoosh.
There's a stat block for a lizard.
I would have added the bardic inspiration to that save, but
Yeah, no, his save was pretty stupid.
Oh, this is 3rd edition. Shit.
Yeah, this is a lizard stat block right here. That'll work for
yeah,
my
okay.
purposes.
I can pull up a lizard. It's in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
Bite him. Do that 1 point of damage or whatever it is.
Look at that. It's not in the player's handbook. I have to get out the monster manual.
I have the monster manual. I could send you a thing. Because suffice to say, you're out of this combat.
Yeah. Fortunately, he's restrained.
Yeah.
Which allows the rest of us to run the hell away.
Gernfelp, are you still fleeing?
Yeah.
Okay. Lizard, what are you doing?
Running. How much speed do I have?
You have
Yeah.
20. You have 20 speed right now.
All right. 10, 15, 20. Dash.
And you see a little lizard pantaloons scurrying out of the building.
Gent has realized, oh, right, spellcasters.
Alton, what's up?
Yes, I'm action dash and 60 feet away.
Pantaloons, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna dash out of this tower, buddy. In fact, I'm gonna swoop down and pick up this lizard.
Put it into your pants.
And yeah, run 60 feet.
Okay, let me get myself.
Yeah, we can
strength
tuck
to get
we
out
can
of
tuck
this.
the lizard safely in one of my many pockets.
How long does the entanglement last?
I think up to a minute, but let's see. Entangle. Concentration up to a minute.
Okay, so that's one round. Second round, he gets loose. But by that point, you guys are booking already.
Thanks, Pantaloons. Am I in one of the pairs of pants? Is that which pocket you stuffed me in?
Yeah, that's fine.
He just stuck.
So
you
where
in
do you
them.
go from here?
Not my
Wait.
choice.
What do we know about the Stone of Galore? At
The
this
Stone
point.
of Galore. All you really know at this point is that it's supposed to lead to this vast treasure that Raynar's father had apparently embezzled.
All right, so we have no idea how to activate it or how it would even work.
Yeah.
Did you just leave this guy like up there after we freed him? Is he just still in the top floor? The guy who just healed.
Listen,
Yeah, he's still up
You
there.
have
and the
no
two
idea where he
cultists are
is.
still up
You
there.
have no idea where he is right now.
he's fine.
You guys
There's a
left.
down or anything.
2 cultists up there and everything. It's fine.
Maybe you should go back for that guy. He might know something about the stone.
No. That's a bad idea, and I'm vetoing it.
How long does polymorph last?
1 hour.
1 hour.
Okay.
Do this
So,
already.
I think we should go talk to the hard-boiled detective who lives down the street from us. Because he is probably the only one who would... Like, he's the acquaintance we know that has the most information. Or we could go knock on Volo's door and ask him. Also, although I do think it's rude to bring angry wizards on your acquaintance's doorstep. So
Can bring me some silver dust or pearls or the money to buy it. I can also identify it and discover what it actually does.
That's a good idea, actually.
Like, you still haven't paid me for my work here, you know. Like, what are my wages?
your wages are beer. All the mushroom ale you can drink.
It's fair.
Quit.
But yeah, okay. Let's identify the Stone of Galore first.
Not in
Okay.
need of beer.
Let's. How much does identify cost to cast and material
It
components?
costs 100 a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces, and I have 10.
Mhm.
I have 36.
Sorry, all of my money is currently part of my newt.
Maybe you have a piano, we could afford the pearl.
Listen, do not diss the piano.
How much do we need to make up the difference on the pearl?
Oh, how much does it cost to hire somebody? Well, no, that would involve a third party.
Let's just buy a pearl because the spell doesn't consume the pearl. So,
Right. Okay.
so how much do we
Unless you're
need? To...
playing, unless Brickroad's DMing.
Right.
It has to cost 100 gold pieces.
I could put. How much do we need to make up the difference? How much are we at right now?
I have 36 gold.
I have 10, so we need like 54.
Okay, here's what we need to do then. We have to go back to a safe house somewhere and wait for what's his name to be ungeckoified because I can't make up the difference in gold.
You can probably find like some guild place that we could stay up in, hole up in, like some drinking space.
Can we trade the stilts for gold? Like, can we trade the difference with like, because we have some stilts and stuff. We have stilts, the pipe. What else? If we have a parachute, we might need the parachute.
We may well need it.
Parking
Yes.
spot.
So anyway, we could sell some of Pantaloons as pillows.
Nope. How dare you, sir? I thought you were my friend.
Listen, it's an investment, Pantaloons.
That's a big
We sell
word.
some of the pillows now, and then when we get the money from the Stone of Galore, you buy 3 times as many pillows.
Why would I need that many pillows?
Or, alternatively, you could wait until the spell wears off and
Yeah.
see what Gent has on hand.
That's what I think we should do instead of selling off all of my hard-earned pillows.
So I don't know anything about arcane spellcasting,
Mhm.
Pantaloons. What are the chances that this man in this hour could find us?
Oh, 100%. In fact, I know a spell called Locate Object that if he knows the spell would bring him right here immediately. Wouldn't even take an hour.
Good,
And
good
Pantaloons
trade.
is very, very happy to know this.
But he needs to have 25 gold pieces or silvery dust to do that. He might not have the money for it. He only had the rope one when I saw him, so or maybe he can't afford it.
Okay, so like 90%.
Alton puts his hands in his head in his hands and says, "We're all going to die," and I didn't like. I've gotten wrapped up in something that was outside of the scope of my mission.
Don't worry, I'm sure he can't touch us in the bar. It's illegal to break into places.
That's a good point.
The city watch will protect us.
Everyone, go ahead and take the benefits of a short rest.
Cool. It's illegal as long as there are witnesses.
Where are you guys having this conversation? Are you having it at the tap room? Or are you having it in your apartments above? Where's
Having
this
it on the
happening?
way, right?
Yeah, we're just on the way. It's like, what are the chances
Okay.
this guy can follow us?
90%.
So
I think it's fair to say.
Eh,
And it's
I think-
totally what I would do in that situation. If you guys had just robbed me, that's exactly what I would do.
Okay.
Uh,
So,
yeah.
does not appear to be apparent that he is following you, although you never know.
So I assume a half-orc just falls out of Pantaloon's hat.
Basically.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't even know it was him. I was just saving the lizard for later.
It's like, oh, my lunch!
I suggest we hole up in the Brewers Guild, in some places there. I have some connections. I'm sure we could stay there for a night.
That's absolutely fair. Go ahead and knock off. I'm gonna
pay off my guild
piece for
membership,
each of you.
Yeah, I also must pay my guild membership fee, which is 5 gold pieces. So I'm just going to do that right now.
Okay, then that will we'll say that covers you guys holding up for an evening.
Okay.
That's my monthly fee. So I'm just going to find my.
So let's get the thing. Identify the Stone of Galore.
Cool.
Gent, you need
I
to.
have 44 gold.
Okay, I have 36.
I have 40.
5.
All right, and the person that casts the spell has basically 5 gold. So, if we
I think we're
each
still 40 short.
no, we have enough. 40 plus 30 is 110.
Gent is having trouble.
Listen, I understand you were a lizard, but you need to get your head in the game.
He got in my head.
Anyway, so I'm just gonna mark off 30 gold.
Make a wisdom check, Gent.
Okay.
Do you explain what he was doing to you? Doing that?
7.
What he was. Okay. Gent, do you explain? You said he got in your head.
Yeah, I'll tell them what I experienced.
Is detect thoughts on anyone's spell list?
I think it's on the bard spell list, but I don't know it.
Might be on mine. I'm gonna check though.
It is on the bard spell list.
What level spell is it?
It's a 2nd level spell.
Nope.
Checking now.
Serrated skin's still on here though.
Oh, it's not on mine actually. Don't know it.
Is it not on a bard list either?
It's on the bard spell list. He just doesn't know it.
I just don't know the spell.
But you are aware of its existence.
Sure.
Okay then. Pantaloons, in your various discussions with other bards and whatnot, you come to know of a spell that can dig around in people's thoughts, but it's very limited for the amount of time that Gent is describing what happened. Basically, in mechanics terms, he made the save, but all that the wizard got was his surface thoughts.
Also, I don't think it's very helpful to cast Detect Thoughts on Gent, because all he thinks about is breaking things.
To the point, you know. I don't know what they're trying to get out of it.
Some things need to be broken.
I agree.
So you guys gonna get this pearl and cast Identify?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cast Identify.
So we've got 30 gold. I'll deduct 40.
Oh, I need to get the DMG for this. Hang on one second.
I swear to God, if we get this and we get told it actually is just like calcified bread, I'm going to be very angry.
I need to hear the words from chapter 7. I need to hear the words from God, what is this freaking name? Gernfeld.
Yes.
I need. So you're casting the spell?
Identify.
We get back, and I just look up and go, "Hey, do you think maybe Volo could have cast that for us?"
No, I just cast it.
Okay.
And I warn all of you not to disturb me while I'm looking at this. It's very important.
All right.
And also ask Gat to hand me the stone.
Oh, I don't have it. Alton has it.
Minor, but
Stone. Hand me the stone right now.
I'll just hold it out to you, but I don't give it to you.
I ask you to let go so I can focus on it.
It's in my palms. You can see it.
Okay, fine. Just don't move your arms much. Grab your hand with one hand and then the stone with my other hand, just so that I can keep it steady. So do you want to actually yank your hand away, or else you don't like fall off or something? I don't know.
I'm not. I'm holding it. Just cast a spell. I got this.
You're very sport to it. Like I don't know what's going to happen.
I have the power of like purple mushrooms on me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm worried about.
If anything
Sure,
happens,
Phil.
I'll stab it.
Yes.
When you cast Identify, you start to see the history of this item as it's been passed from owner to owner, and you see a man who you assume to be Rayonar's father, with the stone and the various misadventures that this stone has had around the city, and then you realize that you're not just only seeing it, but you're also hearing a voice narrating it. And it starts to pick up speed as it goes further back into where it's just whipping back and forth, and you see the stone in its full glory, and you see that it is a huge creature a huge aquatic creature with tentacles and grossness. And make an Arcana check.
Okay, I will. Okay, let's see. That's a 3, right? That's a 4.
You have no idea what this creature is, but it speaks to you, and it says, "Are you the new owner?"
I don't think so. Right now, Arton has it.
Alton, you start to feel this as well. And it actually greets you by name, like this thought, like you see this same kind of sequence, this same rapid fire sequence of this stone going from hand to hand over centuries, and eventually you see this creature in its full form. It looks to you. It says, What is the knowledge that you seek?"
Alton squeaks and hot potatoes it over to Pantaloons.
I was holding your hand in my hands. I'm holding it very firmly, just so exactly that.
You cannot.
Happen. Just like you can make a check or something, but I was very much holding your hands together, like pressed together.
Oh, I can't let go of it.
You can try to make a check or something, but you can't just yank it out without. I'm very much holding it so that you won't do exactly that. I can imagine one.
So he asks me. I am what knowledge do I seek?
Yes.
Clarity when I feel you yanking.
And I was like, well, and out loud I say, what knowledge do you have on spores and mushrooms?
And you see just hundreds and hundreds of thousands of different species of mold and fungus just kind of burst into your brain in rapid fire. You can't even make heads or tails of any of it.
Interesting. Although I guess we're supposed to ask you about the money that the former Lord of Waterdeep supposedly.
Lord Neverember.
Yes.
I hear any of this, just asking, just because I'm not sure if
I'm speaking out loud. I'm speaking out loud because.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if I hear the voice.
No, yeah, since you're in contact with this thing too, you hear it as well. I know where it is, but I must extend my thoughts into the world in order to get my bearings.
And Would you like to try a chili sunrise while you do that? Like, so this is just like a giant tentacle monster. Like, is this a piece of the giant tentacle monster, or like, why? Like, why does the giant tentacle monster look like a loaf of bread?
This connection, you start to realize that this calcified loaf of bread is this creature.
Ah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Alton looks at everybody and says, "This loaf of bread is a giant tentacle monster, and it's alive."
I say you're not an agent of Gaunt's, are you? Don't see like his type.
You said an agent of Gaunt. No, I am not.
Okay. Well, what do you need to? What did he say? How did you describe it? Like, get your bearings.
I must be able to see through you, through one of you. Basically,
What is that?
What he's asking is basically he needs one of you to attune to this item.
I nominate Gent.
You nominate Gent? Okay.
He's a lizard right now. He can't.
No,
Object.
he's not a
I'm
lizard.
not a lizard anymore. I gave you my money so we could get the pearl. I'm
Oh,
not a
that's
lizard
right.
anymore.
I nominate Gent anyway.
Yeah, I have no
I
idea what's
actually-
going on. I'm like, no, what? No.
The creature, why would you do that? Why should you let you see into this world? Why should you let such an abomination of nature be able to feel and experience this plane or whatever?
Because you seek knowledge, yes. I'm
It's
sure.
knowledge through action.
I am the only one. I'm the only one who knows this thing's exact location. Therefore, your only route to Lord Neverember's vault is through me.
I have a feeling I was sent here to seek out you, not the vault. And I think I know why as well. So is Alton, like, are you holding onto it limply or something like that?
No, I'm holding on to it. You cannot take it from me. Like, you're...
Just asking.
Like, I don't think you can destroy this, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh,
I don't think that's what he's
either.
thinking.
I would recommend
Oh.
against destroying me.
Yeah, I let
How
take a step back.
convenient.
Yes, it seems like a very bad idea.
You're free to throw it to Pantaloons or something now, Alton, if you want to.
I mean, does Pantaloons want to attune to the scary tentacle loaf of bread?
So step out of the scene for a moment, just to give you the deets on the Stone of Galore. As you probably guessed, this is an intelligent magic item. It has 3 charges, and it gains 1d3 expended charges daily. And while holding the stone and attuned to it, you can expend one of its charges to cast the Legend Lore spell.
Okay.
And Gent doesn't want it.
I say that.
I mean-
I say that I will need to sleep on it and recover some of my spells, and then I will consider.
I mean,
Thank
if
you.
nobody else, like, obviously, if we
Like,
want
if
the
you guys explain what it is to Gent that you guys have been hearing, because he had no idea what any of this conversation was about, then he would accept.
I don't think that we should give it to Gent, because when there are other forces that are trying to go after the Stone of Galore, and Gent's reaction to that is to run up right to the forces and poke them. So, and he gets turned into a lizard a lot.
I don't think we should give it to anyone.
One
right now.
time.
That is 100% more than anybody else in the group has been turned into a lizard.
That's true.
I don't think that's how math works, but if y'all had stuck around, we totally could have taken him.
We'd all be lizards.
Let me just look at this guy's spell list.
Oh yeah, no, we absolutely could not have taken him.
Anyway, I guess if nobody else wants it, Alton will attune to
Just
it.
say I tell Alton that I think we should wait until we wake up the next day before tuning to it.
Nah,
I will also have to look into some spells.
nah. I'm just going to attune to it if nobody else wants it.
Okay, that sounds like a fun thing you should have done. And you do attune to the item, and you do feel you feel this creature's presence just kind of hanging over your shoulder in a metaphysical sense, and you realize that it is capable of communicating with you telepathically.
Neat. And I will share with him all of my knowledge of mushrooms. And like
And
all the
he
proper
already-
way to cook the mushrooms.
And he seems to already know all of this. In fact, he gives you some pointers on some things. He corrects you, in fact, on some
Everything?
Oh,
some
gosh.
things.
They're gonna argue about mushrooms for the entire campaign. Hey, have you tried using your spell thingy on your big purple mushroom?
Let's see here.
The purple mushroom, I have rendered it down to spores, and they're growing in my bathroom up here.
You should use that magic on your bathroom.
Simeon.
Yeah, you know, I was going to cast augury after sleeping and ask my god about what should be done about this, but it's a bit too late now.
Okay.
This is like exactly what this spell is made for.
Let me just... I have to open up another page of the book for a moment, because y'all have a thing. Okay, so I'm going to mark this page, and I'm going to go to another page.
I mean, I want to know about the dragons that we need to heist.
And once he's communicated telepathically with you, you see him, you feel him kind of become lost in thought, and then you just get an image of moving from your tavern through the city, like just kind of rapid fire, and eventually eventually the image freezes on a particular mausoleum in the City of the Dead part
Cool.
of town.
All right, I'll explain where it is. I'll put the Stone of Galore in my pants pocket and say we should all go to bed now and
Cool.
take a rest and get all of our hit points and spell slots back, because
In
tomorrow
addition,
we're gonna...
in addition to the in addition to the location, you learn that you need 3 keys in order to open up the vault.
Okay. Does he know where the
First-
keys are?
He doesn't know where the keys are, but he can tell you that the 3 keys are a cask of dwarven ale, a bronze dragon scale, and a performance of the song Your Beardy Face.
The third thing doesn't rhyme, which makes me immediately suspicious.
Like, we have like 2 of those 3 things, like
Yeah.
all automatically.
Cash go away pretty easily.
All right. So I guess you go get the ale in the morning, and then the rest of us will go hunt down a bronze dragon scale.
I have another idea. Let's all get a pint of dwarven ale and learn how to sing this song. And that way, if any of us gets there, we can open it immediately. Once we have the
Pantaloons.
scale.
Yes.
Make an intelligence with proficiency for your proficiency in bagpipe.
Is this before or after my long rest?
This is after your long rest.
All right, so I'm making this a disadvantage.
Why? He said
Because
after you got your rest.
Oh, it's after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I still rolled a disadvantage for some reason.
Roll again.
So much work to be done. That's a better number anyway. All right, so we're looking at a 18.
So the other stuff doesn't really twig to you that much, but a performance of Your Beardy Face, you know of the song. It is a duet song performed by bagpipers.
I start playing the song immediately, filling in the parts I don't know with dirty limericks.
Then it's entirely dirty limericks because you know of the song, you don't know it though.
That's fine. I'm still excited to be saying dirty limericks.
Yeah, I think I can learn that.
So did everybody take the benefits of a long rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are
What?
we leveling up?
Yes, everybody may gain a level at this point.
Okie day.
Is it actually a bagpipe song, or did you just... I need to know this, because if so, that made, like...
So, I'm not gonna lie, there are 18 options for keys rolling on a table. And I was looking at this list, and I was like, okay, performance of Your Beardy Face is a bagpipe. The dwarf song, Your Beardy Face, is a duet performed by bagpipers. That is literally a quote out of the book. And so that's why I knew I was going to make Pantaloons very happy this session.
Okay.
We need more bagpipes and another goblin.
Does it have to be a goblin, though?
I don't think so. We need more bagpipes and 2 bards that are not goblins,
Wait, why?
so that we can leave them outside while we go get the treasure.
Oh.
Oh, wow, I get absolutely nothing at 5th level. Except more spell slots. Okay.
I get an extra attack. Now I can do stupid things.
Wait, what were you doing before?
Really stupid things. Like jumping down on a wizard.
I
All
get
right. So,
third level spell.
what are you going to do? So, what are you going to do to procure these 3 keys?
Well, if we don't have Dwarven Ale on hand, we're gonna go buy some. How much money do we have to...
I have like 6 gold.
Gold on hands. Don't worry about it. I literally bought a cache of it with me, like when I got into the bar.
Did you really?
I think I actually had it. Like I think I brought my brewer's kit or whatever with me.
So, for the bronze scale that we need, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to teach Pantaloons how to sing this song. And you said it was a duet, so we need a second
Yeah, do
person?
we need more bagpipes or do we need someone to sing it?
It is. It requires 2 performers. Requires two performers with bagpipes.
All right. So I think we should leave the song stuff to Pantaloons. Maybe he knows another bagpipe player. We should go. I think we should go. I think our best bet for the dragon scale is actually to go speak to Volo.
I agree.
Okay.
Hey, Volo, remember how you kept us out of crushing debt? I have a new favor.
But we just want to borrow. We just want to borrow the scale. We will bring it back. We just need it
All right.
temporarily.
So Alton, what do you? All right. So let's go ahead and kind of break this down into a city action kind of system here. So Treble, what are you doing?
I'm going to speak to
Your daytime
Volo
action?
and see. I'm going to speak to Volo and see if he has a bronze dragon scale on hand, or that he can acquire.
Okay.
And we don't need to own the dragon scale. We just need to borrow it. How much can a single dragon scale cost? It's not like we're making armor out of it.
Gernfeld, what are you doing? What are you doing as a daytime action?
You say? Sorry.
What are you doing for a daytime action? in service of this goal.
I'm going to go ask that dragon that runs that bookstore. He knows where we can find dragon bronze dragon scales, right? Or what dragon scale was it again?
Bronze.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him if he has any knowledge where he could find that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Gent, what are you doing?
Oh, I think I'm going to go to the Yawning Portal and see if I can request a performance of, was it My Beardy Face?
Mm-hmm.
And see if there's anyone who can play that.
Okay. Pantaloons.
I'm gonna be going with Gent then.
Okay.
Oh, I get third level spell. That's what I got.
Yeah. So everybody, go ahead and take this opportunity to level. Let's go ahead and while you're doing that, let's go ahead and do our break now.